back to News Geelong on this Friday evening. In July 1998, Clairvaux Primary School was established on 5.9 hectares in Belmont, catering for the quality educational needs of prep to grade 6 children. Its recent book happenings was an exciting activity enjoyed by the many who attended, as Meryl Friend reports.
Book Week in any primary school is really, really special, and we're here at Clairvaux Primary School to be able to find out what they've been doing for Book Week. They have got a fantastic performance ready to happen, and we were able to catch up with one of the coordinators, Heather McCarty.
Oh, we've had a fantastic week. Book Week for us is a huge week at Clairvaux. The teachers love it, the kids absolutely love it, and by the end of the week the parents are really getting into it too in terms of costumes. This week at school we do all literacy based activities on books that have been shortlisted for Book Week 2013, and it can be anything from our Star Groups Day, where we do all activities based on some of the books that teachers choose, and it really culminates on our Friday where we do our Book Week performance.
Now, I tell you, there's so much work being done with all of these costumes, and I think the staff are having just a little bit too much fun for a school day.
It actually surprises me how much the teachers seem to get into it. They are definitely extroverts on Book Week Day.
Now, excuse me, why are there underpants hanging through the hall?
Yes, the underpants are a very hot topic at the moment. The underpants are because our junior, the 1-2s, our Book Week performance is based on the Aliens and Underpants books. So we've decided that some underpants up would create a great mood for the scene.
Well, there's some very, very excited parents, staff and students waiting outside the door ready for their performance. We congratulate you on a wonderful effort. It's obviously not happened overnight. How many weeks have you been practising?
We've probably been practising for around about 5 weeks since we've come back into term 3. It's a part of our performing arts program, and the children have been practising every week, dancing, singing, or some of them are actually doing a bit of a performance as well. So it's a big mix, and they've put in so much work. The kids are really, really proud, and the parents and the teachers will be able to see all of that today, it'll be great.
It brings books to life, doesn't it?
It really does. I just think it highlights the importance of literacy in the early years, and kids being able to have that imagination and really get involved in the love of reading and a love of good text. So it's really exciting.
From Clairvaux Primary School, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. The Geelong Region Artists Program is a series of printed and painted still life images and landscapes depicting found objects and scenes of our very picturesque Geelong region. Ian Nichols has more from the Geelong Gallery.
Well, we're back at the Art Gallery. We spent a lot of time here with News Geelong, and this time as part of the local artists regional program, All Breathing in Heaven. This is a sort of an interconnection between the animal kingdom and the human world. You've all collaborated in one way or another to make this happen.
Yeah, my work is mainly the postcard collages, which use a lot of the animal in them, but I essentially see the animal more as, almost a self-portrait in a way. It's more about what the animal might be doing in the scene, if it's in an environment that isn't its natural environment, or it's too large to fit, or the environment's too man-made. So, and the titles in them serve as a little clue or throw you completely off the track.
Well, there's quite, we've already said, there's about 464 in total.
Yes.
It's quite a collection.
Yes, and they're all organised in sort of colour gradation, and then breaking up that is the organic nature of Louise's birds.
Well, perhaps we can get on to Louise's birds, because you've got a real passion for saving or protecting the hooded plover, I see, which is a very important issue in this part of the world.
Yes, I've been drawing birds for quite a few years, and then when this show came up, I thought the hooded plover was a perfect species to focus on.
Well, it is. It's very topical.
Absolutely, and it's a beautiful bird, so I thought it was a joy to draw and to sort of bring us some attention to that as well.
Well, I noticed from the notes I've got that you've been in collaboration, the both of you now, for quite a while, since about 1999.
Yes, we've both studied painting at RMIT, and so that was, and then we sort of had a lot of group exhibitions together and things that way, and enjoyed working together, and from there we sort of then went on to make artist books, literally, on the one artwork together, not just side by side. So yeah.
And Stephen, not last but by no means least, your tableau of colour here, quite very spectacular. And again, you have a bit of a fetish for the wetlands around here.
I don't know if I'd call it a fetish, but certainly have an interest in. I live in Barwon Heads and been going to Barwon Heads since I was a kid, about 13. So I've spent a lot of time being involved with a lot of the political action in the area to look after the wetlands on the edge of the Ramsar site, and where I live is in the immediate area to the Ramsar site. So I've been involved with a lot of hard political issues, but the thing that nourishes me most is the interrelationship between the natural environment and the human environment, and the tension in that. So the work for me is to do with, similar to with Gracia and Louise, is to do with the place of humans and animals in a contested space.
Well, is this the first time you've had an opportunity to exhibit in this?
No. Some years back I had the chance to exhibit a thing called Pepe versus Godzilla, Part 1 and 2, and that was quite similar, a little less grid focused, but it was a show that dealt very much with the relationship between Pepe and George, two Bedlington Terriers that were my animal companions, and that was not dissimilar. It had more animals, more birds, and also a focus on the dog's eye view of the world.
At the Geelong Art Gallery for their latest exhibition, All Breathing in Heaven, which is now on. This is Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
Thank you, Ian. This is News Geelong as we go to a break and return with more news and the all-important weather after this.